Music was always a big part of my life from when I was very young. I started off with piano lessons when I was in prep school in England. And then my parents gave me an electric guitar, which you'd think was a pretty cool thing. That was when I was 10 years old, maybe 11. And then I played clarinet when I went to boarding school. And I was in the choir. I was a treble, I was an alto, then my voice broke, so I was a bass. The music was really, really big for me, and I played saxophone. And then as time went on, I actually had a problem because when I was 15, I broke the little tendon in my finger with a little milk bottle. But it was enough to render the finger completely useless, so they took a tendon out of my foot, sewed it up inside here, but I can't bend the top joint. And so I know Django Reinhardt was one of the greatest guitarists ever, and he lost 2 fingers, I think. He's brilliant. But Michael Banks is not Django Reinhardt. I can tell you that, but since when I was 17, I had this dream of I used to write poetry, and I used to sort of sit in my room at home and play this really cool progressive music. This is back in 1971, 72. And I always had this dream that one day I would perform these poems or spoken word stuff to live music. I did 3 tracks, and the final one's called Rockstar Without a Guitar. And to this day, I still get people saying, "Yo, hey, Rockstar Without a Guitar." And that really sums it up, because in my life, I mean, I've dabbled in all these different instruments. I've got a very good musical ear, but I haven't applied myself to learning any instrument properly. So I was never a professional musician, which I would have loved to have been. But the one thing now that's really going for me, which is quite an amazing thing, how life kind of, like everything you've ever done, sometimes just sort of folds up into this perfect conclusion, in a sense, where everything you've done starts to be included into what you're doing now. And because I love performing and I love music, for me music is a healing force. It's a powerful force. It hits the emotions. A lot of the stuff that goes on in our world today is not about emotion. It's about head, and it's mental, and there's no connection to the heart. And music truly can move people, it can touch people, and more than anything, can bring people together. I'm Michael Banks, and music has changed my life, and will continue to do so, I'm sure, till I die.